do what I listen. This show means a lot to Melissa in a very different way of what it means to Teresa. I think, to your point, listen, I think anybody who watches the show can see that Melissa wants to be the top dog, and she has trouble with Teresa constantly winning in the end. And this, I'm gonna tell you, it was the season where Danielle Staub, one of my favorites of all time.
Yes,
it was the season where Danielle Staub, unfortunately, Melissa, like, Teresa told me to pull the hair. What I saw was this excitement of Melissa getting the tea. Like, well, she did what? And I think of Melissa's mind, she was like, oh, baby, it's going down.
Carlos King has become a well-known name in reality TV. Over the years, he's created some of the most unforgettable moments on unscripted television, helping to shape the famous Real Housewives series and giving us shows like Belle Collective. These shows are known for their dramatic confrontations and glamorous lifestyles, and Carlos has skillfully made these moments entertaining for viewers. However, after years of working behind the scenes, Carlos now finds himself caught in a controversy that's taking over his career.
I'm gonna keep it all the way real on this podcast today because I am pissed. Robin admitting that she hid her story from the world on the show that pays you is a slap in the face to everyone involved, including the audience. And the fact that you have the audacity to go on your podcast to reveal this. We spent this entire half-assed season with these made-up storylines about Chris Bassett. And yes, I'm gonna say made up because I allegedly was told that a few of the housewives had a meeting before filming about what the storyline was going to be, and that this Chris Bassett stuff was part of that conversation. I've always said there was something off about this season, and now I know what it is. None of y'all are living your real life.
This whole situation began with whispers about problems behind the scenes. What started as a few rumors quickly became something much bigger. Allegations surfaced accusing Carlos of unethical production practices. The claims described a very different side to Carlos, a side that cast members and others in the industry began to speak out about. These accusations were serious, painting Carlos as someone who might have manipulated situations for dramatic effect, sometimes at the expense of the people involved. Fans noticed a pattern in the shows Carlos had worked on. They saw storylines that seemed unnecessarily dramatic, with conflicts that felt overblown. Cast members sometimes disappeared from shows with no explanation, and reunion episodes looked less like discussions and more like battlegrounds. While this might have been entertaining for viewers, it reportedly created a toxic and stressful environment for the cast. It wasn't just entertainment, it was allegedly a nightmare behind the camera. The situation reached a breaking point when one of the cast members from Belle Collective, a woman named Seguchi Williams, decided to speak out. Seguchi made serious accusations against Carlos, saying that he had emotionally manipulated cast members and created an unhealthy environment where they felt taken advantage of. According to her, Carlos was more interested in ratings than the well-being of those involved. Seguchi didn't just make vague accusations. She gave a detailed interview where she opened up about how Carlos had allegedly prioritized drama for the sake of views and entertainment. She claimed that Carlos had a habit of playing favorites, causing tension among the cast. She also accused him of creating conflict by scripting fights between cast members to make the show more exciting. The breaking point for her, she said, came when her personal life was twisted for the sake of a story arc without her consent. Seguchi claimed that Carlos manipulated the show's portrayal of her, causing her to face harassment from fans. When Seguchi's interview went viral, fans quickly rallied around her. Hashtags like Justice for Seguchi and Carlos Exposed spread across social media. Viewers demanded accountability, with many pointing out specific moments from past seasons of Carlos's shows that seemed orchestrated or even exploitative. The fallout was fast and intense. Major networks reportedly began to distance themselves from Carlos, questioning whether the potential legal and ethical risks were worth the ratings boost. Things only got worse when behind-the-scenes footage leaked online. This footage allegedly showed Carlos coaching cast members on how to act out conflicts. It wasn't just a bad day for Carlos, it marked a serious turning point. His career, built on creating dramatic storylines, suddenly seemed in jeopardy. Fans and critics alike began to demand more transparency from reality TV productions, and networks scrambled to protect their reputations. But Carlos wasn't going down without a fight. After Seguchi's interview went public,
my attorney is basically saying if I'm in agreement to be in her presence or okay with having a conversation with her, it's okay.
Carlos responded with a defamation lawsuit, claiming that Seguchi's accusations were false and damaging to his career. In his lawsuit, he also accused her of breaching a confidentiality agreement by revealing sensitive details about the production. Carlos's legal team made it clear that they were ready to fight back, and Carlos himself took to social media to defend his work. He argued that his shows, including Bell Collective, followed industry standards, and that the conflicts viewers saw were simply a result of cast members' personalities, not manipulation on the part of the production team. Carlos also took the opportunity to remind everyone of his legacy. He pointed out that he had spent his career uplifting Black voices and telling important, untold stories. He was determined to not let what he called baseless accusations overshadow his hard work. According to him, this lawsuit wasn't just about defending himself. It was about standing up for all reality TV producers who face criticism from cast members after the show airs. As the legal battle continued, the online conversation surrounding Carlos grew more heated. Fans split into two camps, each passionately defending their side. Some supported Carlos, praising him as a visionary who transformed reality TV. They argued that reality TV by nature mixes real-life situations with entertainment, and that Carlos had mastered this art. One fan even tweeted, "Carlos King is a genius. He's been delivering drama for years. If cast members can't handle it, maybe reality TV isn't for them." On the other hand, many fans stood with Seguchi, calling her a brave whistleblower who had exposed the dark side of reality TV. These fans argued that the industry needed more accountability, especially when it came to how cast members, particularly women of color, were treated. One comment that went viral read, "Reality TV doesn't give producers a free pass to exploit people." Seguchi did what needed to be done. Another fan added, "Finally, someone speaks out. It's time for producers to start valuing the mental health of their cast over ratings." The controversy didn't just affect Carlos. It also had an impact on Bell Collective. Viewership for the show dropped, with many fans saying they couldn't watch the show in the same way anymore. People started going back to earlier seasons of Carlos's shows, questioning whether the tactics used in those episodes were as manipulative as they now seemed. The bigger question now is whether Carlos's legal battle will clear his name or mark the end of his career. This situation, one of the most dramatic he's been involved in, could change the course of his career forever. But it's not just about Carlos and Seguchi, it's about the reality TV industry as a whole.
Sunday Raindrops, the word of the day is stop living in the past. The past is in the rearview mirror of your life. If you look at where you want to go, look at the windshield.
This scandal raises questions about the ethics of producing drama for television. For years, viewers have debated how much of what they see on reality TV is real, and how much is created for entertainment. Carlos, who was once hailed as a mastermind of crafting compelling storylines, now finds himself at the center of a conversation about the boundaries of reality TV. How far is too far when it comes to creating drama for the cameras? Seguchi's claims about emotional manipulation and favoritism highlight an issue that many reality TV cast members have hinted at, but rarely spoken about in public. The pressure to deliver dramatic moments can take a toll on cast members' mental health. And sometimes, the line between creating a good story and crossing an ethical boundary can be blurry. Cast members often have little power when it comes to the narratives they're asked to participate in, and they may feel pressured to act in ways that don't align with their truth. This issue has been hinted at before. but Suguchi's accusations have brought it to the forefront. If Carlos's lawsuit goes to trial, it could reveal production tactics that networks and producers typically try to keep hidden from the public. This could lead to changes in how reality TV is made. Networks might have to introduce new guidelines to protect cast members, including clauses that guarantee mental health resources for participants. There could also be greater scrutiny of how producers handle interpersonal conflicts on screen. The outcome of this case could set a precedent, forcing the industry to rethink its approach to creating reality TV. And in the middle of all this, there's Carlos King himself, now facing the most difficult challenge of his career. His reputation is on the line, and whether or not he can recover from this scandal remains to be seen.
Life is good, God is good, okay? So, in case you missed the other live earlier, I need a bag, so I had to... So in real life, I always call Marlo, okay? I always call Marlo when I'm out shopping because she is my person. So, you know, y'all get a chance to see who I am in my real life, not stuff you hear about. What did you say to me?
We love him.
You love me?
You gave us some good reality TV.
I know, because in real life, people love me.
Yes, we do.
Y'all can't believe everything y'all hear about on social media.
Nope.
I'm out here doing my big one, and in real life, people love me. So,
What happens next could change the future of reality TV as we know it. If Carlos wins the case, it might reaffirm his place in the industry, but it could also discourage future cast members from speaking out about their experiences. If Suguchi prevails, it could empower other cast members to come forward and demand better treatment, leading to greater accountability in the industry. Either way, this case is important for everyone involved. Fans are waiting to see how this drama will unfold. Will networks continue to stand by Carlos, or will they distance themselves to avoid further controversy? What will other reality TV producers do? And how will cast members react to this? Could this case spark a larger movement within the reality TV world pushing for change? This is a story that no one saw coming, and whether you're on Team Carlos or Team Suguchi, it's clear that the outcome of this case could change the reality TV industry forever. What do you think? Will Carlos regain his place at the top, or is this the end of his career? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe because this story is far from over.